Hey folks, I had to jump right back on this. If you watched my first video on changes and where we're going with the new year, the new decade, going in 2020, I had to jump right back on it. It's probably going to be a segment of videos, and as always, you can tune in or you can tune out. It doesn't make me any difference. The message doesn't change. It isn't going to get watered down. It isn't going to get sugar coated because this is our life here, and when's a good fucking day to take our life back? So, these are things that need to be said. I feel like they need to be said. So this is going to be a shorter one, then I'll follow up with some other ones. I want to pick back up and finish this segment. I'll keep this shorter, and then we'll go to the next one. So where I left off was we were talking about when we're building something from scratch, or we're doing something for us, or you say you're going to start a business, or you're doing a side hustle, or working your full-time job, then doing something else from home, whatever you're doing to try to improve yourself. You ever notice people aren't much on board? You usually can get strangers or people you haven't seen in years to get more help than you can anything else. And no one's obligated to support nobody. But again, when people feel like you're leaving them behind, it's unnerving. It's unsettling to them. We often gravitate back to what's familiar when it's not what's best for us. Just because it's familiar, just because it's comfortable, doesn't mean it's what's best for us. Those are very dangerous places. Anyway, this is what a lot of the other things I said, if you followed up in the first video, I'm not going to recap it all. But we say we want some things out of life. We say we want to change, but here's what we really want. We want popularity. We want acceptance. We want likes. We want filters. We like people who pretend because we like pretending. We like to play pretend. It's like playing house, because we're fear of judgment and criticism for what people are already judging and critiquing us for anyway. And it does not fucking matter. What people you think are saying about you, they are. Like I said, it's a new year, a new decade. Every year, really every day allows us a new opportunity to do something. What are we going to do with it? I mean, like I said, if you're in my age group, by the time another 10 years pass, we'll be in our 50s. By the time let's say it's been 20 years since 2000, like I said in the previous video, man, we'll be at retirement if you're my age. So that's something to think about. There'll be a lot more people gone. Some people won't be here. It could be any of us. What are we going to do with the time we have left? We allow this from others because we allow this from ourselves. It's the truth. So to me, anyone, anything that does not add value, or I cannot add value to their life, it doesn't matter who it is, has got to go. It doesn't mean you don't love them, doesn't mean you don't care about them. It means you better keep them at a distance or get them out of your life, period. No exceptions. It doesn't matter who they are. And toxic family members and manipulative, narcissistic families, whether you're a mother, you're a dad, you're a sibling, whatever it is, quit telling people they're obligated to go around these people when they're not. That's a guilt trip, and that's your conscience doing it. They don't have to do it. Drama, misery, problems don't just show up to your door every day and say, I'm here to fuck your life up. We let them in, and we allow them to stay. It doesn't just happen by chance, consistently over and over, day after day, month after month, year after year. We get what we allow. We have the life we think we deserve. When we are not happy, really happy in our life, we fill it with other things. And we blame it on other people. That's usually not their fault. Just like enabling. When we want to enable people, and we do, whether it's our children, whether it's our family members, we say none of people's business, and we'll get to that. I've talked about in the other videos. When it gets handed off to people who didn't ask for it, it very much is their fucking business. Not everybody asked for it. You created it, you fucking deal with it. We need to quit being the nice guy, nice person, because that's what allows you to get your back skated on and people to hold you by your throat. People often like ass kissing, boot licking, and it's often rewarded because these people are no threat to do anything. To me, if you're an ass kisser, a boot licker, then if you do it for one person, you'll do it for somebody else. As a leader, you should never respect that, because then people can never be trusted, just like somebody who puts money first can never be trusted. Money is important. But these people who put this first can never be fucking trusted. You will never come first. And if they're going to kiss your ass and they're going to bootleg, they're going to do it with somebody else the next best opportunity that comes along. Most people are friends and family of convenience nowadays. If they cannot find value in something you can do for them, they will leave you alone. When the next best thing comes along, that's what they'll do. For people like myself, we are difficult, a problem. We are hard to deal with. We're an issue to anyone who cannot manipulate us, control us, and get over on us. We are often told that we overanalyze, and sometimes we do, but most of the time, you know what it is? It's just because you can't fucking get by on us. That's why. You don't call people out, and you got to live with it. You didn't call them out. We ain't letting shit go. And the fact of it is, real leaders, if they were really leaders, they would want people who don't put up with that shit. There's a reason people go put a knife behind people's back, and there's a reason people like us, we come right up to your face and do it to your throat. We'll grab you by your fucking throat. Physically, we're not even talking about that. Y'all know what we mean. You do shit from a distance because it has nothing to do with being physically tough or anything like that. Most people do not have the verbal communication skills to even go at it with some people. They don't. And here's the thing. People like submissive people. They like easy people. They like people who don't like confrontation because they will go and do anything. It doesn't matter if these people know it's bullshit and they know they don't agree with it. They're going to fucking do it anyway. But usually the people who stand up like me, and I know a bunch of other people like that, but we're still a small percentage of. It's like keeping it real, telling the truth, being authentic and being sincere is frowned upon nowadays. So when you stand up for yourself and you're willing to lose, you're willing to fail, you're willing to do without. Not only stand up for yourself, but stand up for others. It's not a fan favorite these days. People don't like it because they know, again, going back to earlier, they know you're a threat. You're a threat in more than one ways. And when you're a threat, people will make you their enemy out of nowhere. People don't like that confidence. They think that you shouldn't have that confidence, no matter what it is. That's what they do. If they think that you shouldn't have the confidence, then you shouldn't have it. And when you have overcome more adversity and obstacles in life than they will ever have to deal with, then they know very much if you ever get in a position of authority or power, you will probably wipe the plate clean and start over. I know that's what I'll do because I think most of the people that are in leadership positions are not leaders. Most of them got appointed those positions. That's what we do as a society. We look up to the wrong people. Like I said, look at the people we're making famous. Nothing against it. Hey, if it earns a good living. What we give attention to on social media, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Instagram, whatever it is. When we talk about, I can't believe these fucking kids are famous, or I can't believe this dumbass is famous. Education and intelligence is two different things. And when somebody has usually a structured education, and some of us come along and we have more intelligence on some things they do, it's a threat to them. And when people can't compete with you, they try to find other people who can compete with you. That's what they do. That's a very weak move. Let me tell you what else. There's so many things that are weak moves. When you sabotage, when you manipulate the environment, when you cheat, when you try to arrange things where things don't work out for people, it's weak. It's because you can't fucking beat them straight up. You can't. That's why. It doesn't have to. I'm not necessarily talking about myself. I'm talking about anybody. You think it's funny, it's a weak move. When you have to sabotage someone else, you will never be successful in the long run. So, I just challenge us before we go into, this is the start of a new year and a new decade. And, instead of putting so much value on shit that doesn't even matter, people that don't matter, material things that don't matter, whatever it is, why don't we start the year by filtering out all this bullshit? Why don't we start it out by, hey, I'm not going to allow fake friends anymore. I'm not going to go around family I don't feel like I have to. I'm not going to go to get-togethers I feel like I don't have to. I'm not going to be fucking set. I'm not going to be fucking fake. I'm going to be sincere. I'm going to go uncensored, unfiltered. I'm going to get out of that fucking miserable relationship. I'm going to leave that fucking job I hate. I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to fucking take action. Or you'll live with the fact that you didn't. The only thing we can't take back is regret. So I have a lot more to say on this. This was just the basics to get started. The first two, one was longer, this one's shorter. This is fresh year, fresh start. It's January. Hey, you don't have to take shit in this life you don't want to. Like I said, being nice to people, You should be nice to many people as you can, expecting nothing in return, but that doesn't mean you have to take shit from no one. It doesn't mean you have to let people dance all over your back. It doesn't mean you have to let people take advantage of you. We get in this life what we think we deserve, and we get what we allow. You keep letting in. You either let the positives in, and you let the people that are going to help build you up, and y'all going to build one another up. We're supposed to be trying to help one another instead of work against each other. You're not obligated to go around, like I said, you're not obligated to do anything for anybody except your adolescent children. We need to take stock on this, because it seems like we need to do a lot of self-evaluating, because it seems like that, no, it's not seems like, it's fucking true. Anybody that gets offended, anybody that continues to get their feelings hurt, is probably because they needed it. Remember, people like us, we know how to attack the message, the content, and the situation without ever attacking the person. What y'all try to do is attack us in every way. And you know that we're never going to acknowledge you. You know that we're way out of your league. You know that. We're never going to acknowledge you, how bad a hater you are. If you're consuming yourself around what we're doing, following us, trying to pick apart everything we do, from our looks, to our beard, to our hairline, to how much money we make, to our relationships, to our children, to what we're building, to our brand, to our whatever it is. These people, you should take it as a compliment, because let me tell you, anybody that knows this is in the same networking community I am. It means you're fucking doing something right. That's what it means. So you know what, man? Be nice to many people as you can. Again, the message is always, you don't have to take shit from no one. Give without expecting anything in return. Let's boost one another up. Let's help one another. Let's change what's going on in this society, because we bitch about it, and if we ain't trying to do something about it, then we're part of the problem. And we should try to improve each year, not only ourselves but everyone around us. Quit sugarcoating stuff. Quit sweeping it under the rug. Address it immediately. Deal with it. Savage the fuck up, or deal with the fact that you didn't. Holler at y'all. Love y'all.